Okay. Do you want me to? I'm going to record.
Oh, I just started. We're good.
Okay, great. All right, terrific. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As we record this, we are in the world of social distancing and a time where our health matters more than ever. And so my name is Tracy Pontarelli, and I am joined by Lisa and Kim. We'll talk a little bit about ourselves as we work through this conversation tonight, but we are so grateful to have you here tonight, whether you're listening live or on the recording, to talk about women in wellness and how important it is for, I think, women in particular to be in wellness, and how now is such an important time to be in the wellness business if that is something that your heart is telling you to do. So I'm going to just go ahead and share a screen, and we're just going to talk through some overarching points tonight. So I just want to first start by introducing our three people that are going to, we'll call us guides, three guides tonight. They're going to share their stories and tell you a little bit about themselves. So I've got Lisa Blaisdell and Kim Vanderheiden, two of my favorite people in the world. My name is Tracy Pontarelli. I am a personal trainer. I'm a wellness coach. I'm a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company, which is a company that's designed, you'll hear more about it as we go through. The entire mission of the company is to help people improve their health through more plant-based products in their lives. And so we're going to talk to you a little bit more about that opportunity. But I will just say to you about myself is I am a former public relations presenter. If you have not muted yourself, please go ahead and do that right now. You can still hear some background noise. I was a public relations and brand marketing executive for over 12 years. And then I decided to stay home with my family, my growing family, and found my way back into wellness, which has always been a passion of mine. And we'll talk, I'll sprinkle more of my story in as we go through this, but I will tell you that I always had a yearning in my heart to make a difference in the world. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. But I knew that I cared about people's health and well-being and making a difference in people's lives with their health and their financial prosperity. And so I'm so glad that I found this opportunity. And what we're here to talk to you about tonight is we'll start with the macro issues, and we'll start with first just the wellness industry in general.
Oops. I think Tracy's frozen.
Yeah. Sorry.
Why don't you start that again, Trace?
Yeah. See how important wellness is in people's lives, and we can see it in these statistics. The estimated revenue of the wellness industry is expected to reach $179 billion by this year. What else is growing is the idea that people want to build some type of revenue outside of what they might already be doing. And that might be being a stay-at-home mom. That might be in addition to your full-time job. But the idea that building another revenue stream outside of what you're currently doing is growing exponentially. And when we look at the women, particularly in our business, but in these kind of industries in general, what we're seeing are a couple of major themes. I think first and foremost is that women want to make a real impact in the world. And as moms and as caretakers and as caregivers, they want to be able to own their own schedule. They don't want to they don't want to have to report into a boss for their check-in and check-out time. They want to be aligned with what they're doing, be with like-minded people. It might be just extra spending money. It might be extra vacation money. It might be money to send their kids to camp. They want those extra fund money to have something that they want to do. They want to work on something that they really enjoy, and they want to be able to do it around what they do. And, you know, for women more and more, we want something that's equal pay, equal opportunity all the time. And I think here is one of the things that, as we record this, is so pressing at this moment. We want to have options, and we see so many people right now who wish they had more options. But here are the main reasons that women we see look for options. One is they love what they do, maybe a teacher or a nurse, but they want more funds. Or they don't love what they would do, and they want to find a way to turn their plan B into a plan A. They want to expand, this was for me, want to expand the kind of impact we have in the world. Or they're planning for the 5 Ds. And I'll say, you know, these are things like disease, divorce, disaster, things that happen that it's planning for the unplanned, expecting the unexpected. And so we just want some options in those opportunities. So when you're looking at a wellness opportunity for yourself, looking where to get in, here's where we kind of land on this. There's a lot of wellness options out there, but here's the thing we know, and you can see by these 3 quotes. The one thing that will always hold true and will never change is that people need good nutrition in their bodies. There's nothing that, there's no pill that can replace what good nutrition does in the body. And I think the center quote I find the most profound is that the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they're so good for you that they can save your life. So how do we help people get more fruits and vegetables into their diet? And so I'm going to hand it over to Lisa Blaisdell to talk you through the next part. Lisa, you there?
I muted myself. Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah.
So here, I know a couple of people. I'm just kind of scanning here. Yeah, I think I got one person to mute. Okay, we're good. So we have a health crisis in this country, and not just right now. I mean, obviously right now we have a health crisis. And the sad reality is, and I want to thank my friend and colleague Tracy for sending me a podcast over the weekend that I listened to, that really helped me understand that the reason why COVID-19 is such a threat, especially in the United States, is because we're an unhealthy nation to begin with. And those most vulnerable with pre-existing conditions that are mostly lifestyle related are the ones that are the most susceptible to this virus. So what are the trends and what do we need? The quality of our food is going down. And we went from a society of picking and growing and hunting and gathering to one of shopping, and the middle of the grocery store is where most people spend their time, and that is the food that has the least amount of nutrition. And at the same time, you know, and this is a conversation that I don't think is new to anyone, the carbon footprint in our country and in our world has gone down significantly, and toxicity has gone up as a result. So you've got these 2 factors coming together, and the end result is that on a good day, we wake up fighting a battle, an uphill battle. So that is why we need to be consuming as many fruits and vegetables as we possibly can. You can go ahead, Trace. And they are the foods that are going to fuel us, that are going to repair us, that are going to arm our immune systems for what we're dealing with right now. And that's why I'm so grateful that my family found Juice Plus 19 years ago. Yes, 19 years ago. I was a very stressed out, sick mom with 2 little girls who were very sick. We had antibiotics in our house all the time. I thought it was normal. My 3-year-old went to urgent care more than she went to preschool, and we had a problem. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'm so grateful that some other moms cared enough about me to share Juice Plus with me. I was one of those people that woke up and was just like hoping that someone would cross my path with an answer to my problem. So therefore, the only question that I have when I heard about Juice Plus is, where can I get it? And I was so thankful that when I started to look into it 2 years later, I took Juice Plus on blind faith for 2 years, never looked up anything. I knew that it was food, and I knew that it had kale and parsley and beets and spinach. What I didn't know is about the research, which I'll talk about in a second. But look at all these foods that we are getting on a daily basis, you guys. I mean, cranberries and lemon peel and beets and acerola cherries and bilberries. I mean, these are not things that we're getting on a good day, you know, and on a consistent basis. So we need the variety, we need the consistency, and that's where the magic of Juice Plus comes in. You can go ahead, Trace. So when my family started taking these plant powders that had 30 different fruits and vegetables, you know, over time, not overnight, I noticed I had more energy. I noticed I was sleeping better. I noticed that I didn't need to go to urgent care every month. You know, a 3-year-old going to preschool is still going to come home with colds and a runny nose, but no longer did we need the antibiotics for the secondary infections. And 19 years later, and especially given where we're at right now, I can't imagine where my family would be without Juice Plus. I'm so grateful for it. And that is why I'm here today. And my business story is I share a background with Tracy, and I'll talk about that in a sec. But I too was a woman in corporate America. The three of us share that, Tracy, Kim, and I. But this is what Juice Plus has. It has the nutrients of 30 different fruits, veggies, in capsules and chewables. It's really designed to bridge the gap. I tell people every day, this isn't to replace eating fruits and vegetables, but you are going to, but you're never going to get enough. And it's designed to bridge the gap. And more importantly, we have the science. And this is where we really stand out. We have the science behind Juice Plus that can indisputably prove that it's going to do in the human body what we're saying it's going to do. So you can go ahead, because we'll get into the research in a second. So we've got immune function, we've got DNA protection, we have circulation improvement, we have so much more. And then we have our Juice Plus Complete. And this is what so many of us start our days with, eat throughout the day. We're making treats with them right now for some of our Facebook groups. This Complete is incredible. It has a low glycemic load and it stabilizes your blood sugar. And that's why it's such a great breakfast, full of plant-based protein. It's vegan, it's non-GMO, it's gluten-free. I say it's all the buzzwords. It has powerful prebiotic and probiotic fiber, so an excellent source of fiber and protein. A lot of us just, you know, I can't imagine not having my Complete every day as well. Go ahead, Trace. And then the omegas, and this is a game changer. And I know there's a couple of you on this line that are just as passionate about the omegas and have done such a great job educating all of us about the omegas. We need to have omegas. Brain diseases, Alzheimer's, that category of diseases are the single fastest growing diseases in the world right now. I think we all know people that have been impacted, whether it's dementia, early onset Alzheimer's. We need to have these good, healthy omegas for our brains. These are 100% plant-based, they're pure, they have the full spectrum of omegas. They're cold pressed, which means the integrity of the oil is not going to be compromised when it's being developed, and it's in a vegetarian capsule. I noticed a huge improvement, by the way. I've been on Juice Plus 19 years. I didn't think anything was going to change when I started the omegas, and I did notice improvements in my health. And then, of course, the Tower Garden. And again, I mean, a game-changing solution for people all the time, being able to grow our own food, being able to take control, knowing that it's free of pesticides and herbicides, that it's safe, it's sustainable, it has 98% less water. I live in Southern California. Water is a huge conversation and issue where I live. 90% less space is needed, so you can grow these anywhere. You're gonna get more yield. It is gonna grow 3 times faster. I can't believe the difference in my tower week to week to week. And of course, like I said, it's safe. And right now, I'm starting my second tower. I've got new seedlings coming. I feel grateful that regardless of what happens in the short-term future, I'm gonna have fresh produce for my family. Go ahead, Trace. And then our Kids Eat Free. This is what I'm most proud of. I'm so proud to be a part of a company that gives Juice Plus away to kids all the way up through college age students, which a couple of us on this line have kids in college. What a gift. This is the largest observational nutritional based study on a population in the world, and what the Healthy Starts for Family program shows is that 60% of kids miss fewer days of school. 56%, now everybody's missing school. They're taking fewer over-the-counter or prescription drugs, which is huge. They're drinking more water. They're going to the doctor less. 71% are consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and 61% are eating more fruits and vegetables. I don't know a parent out there that wouldn't want all of this for their kids. It's a really amazing program. I love our Healthy Starts for Families. So it's unique. It's not a vitamin. It's NSF certified. I tell everyone, make sure that what you put in your body is NSF certified. That means that what is on the label is in the product. No contaminants, no pesticides. It is safe for all people. There's no safety lock on Juice Plus, friends. There's, no warning label on the chews. If your little kids get into the chewables and they eat a whole bag, the only challenge you're going to have is that they're going to need to stay near the potty, but we're all home anyway, so that's okay. NSF for sport, which means that sports teams, professional and collegiate sports teams, and this actually happened as a result of collegiate and professional sports teams contacting us because they wanted to be able to give their pro athletes Juice Plus, and it is the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. We don't have time to go into all the research tonight, but I would encourage you to do your own diligence and look into the research. You can go ahead, Trace. This is I always say you're known by the company you keep. This is gold standard research. This is double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled, humans. It's done on humans, not on animals. This is done with the product itself, not key ingredients of the product. And these are the universities and medical centers around the world that have done research on Juice Plus. And it's proven, go ahead, that it's going to support your immune system. I don't know anyone who doesn't want a stronger immune system today or ever. It's going to improve your cardiovascular wellness. Still, the #1 killer of all humans is heart disease. It's going to reduce your inflammation, protect your DNA. You're going to have healthier skin and gums. People tell me all the time how great my skin looks. What is healthy on the inside is going to show up on the outside. And we are constantly committed to doing more research. And this is a program that's ongoing. Go ahead. So we're making a difference. We're giving back. We're a company that does well and does good in the world. We give to the St. Jude's Research Hospital. We're the title sponsor of their marathon. We give Tower Gardens. We pledge to give a Tower Garden to every single Boys and Girls Club in America. And we donate free meals, the complete free meals, through our Volunteers of America and Hunger Fund. I know I feel so good. We're a very humble company. We're below the radar, but we are always doing good in the world. So I'm really proud to be a part of this company. And before I hand it over to my friend Kim, I just want to say that I jumped into this opportunity because I was looking for a way to cover the cost of my family's Juice Plus when I was transitioning from PR into I didn't know what. I was stressed out. I was tired of making choices between my full-time career and my family. I was desperately looking for a way to be a balanced mom and have flexible options, but still be a contributor to my family the way I was. We're a 2-income family. We always have been. I had a strong 6-figure income when I was working. And I was really stressed. And this business just really found me. I'm so grateful that I took a peek and I said yes. And I hopped on a few calls just like this one tonight. And, all these years later, it's changed my family's life. I've been able to stay at home, raise my daughters on my terms, replace my income from corporate America. And and really today, I feel so grateful that I said yes to this. So if you're a guest and you're listening to this, we're really grateful that you're taking a peek. So I'm going to turn it over to my good friend and colleague, Kim, and she's going to take us through the possibilities of our business model.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, so my name's Kim Vanderheiden. I've been part of the community now for 10 years, and I am probably more passionate about the possibilities and the opportunity than I am the product. I have to share with you that when I saw fruits and vegetables and I saw that placemat that Lisa showed you, that's all I needed to see. I was like, I'll feel like a rock star mom if I can get that into my family every single day. So I mean, to get the education that's behind why that's so important and to be able to connect the dots of what real health means, the education behind this has been amazing. But for me, when I saw what the product was, I started to naturally think about all the people that I was going to share it with. At the time, I'm going to kind of weave my story in as I share a little bit about the business opportunity and really why I'm so excited to gather with you tonight. And for those of you that are watching this on the recording, when we think of women in wellness, I just think that there's no better time than now for especially women to have something of their own for many different reasons, right? For not only the community piece and being able to lean on and be part of something, but also to be able to stand on our own 2 feet when it comes to the financial side as well. I just, this is a major curveball that is hitting our entire planet. But I just think in life, there's constant curveballs that come our way. So how amazing is it that you can design your life with a home-based business? Now, when I was introduced this 10 years ago, I never heard the term network marketing before. So when we talk about this hybrid of 4 business models, this was totally foreign to me. I was the traditional corporate America gal. You get up and you get into that commute at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you get to the office by 9, and you stay till 6, and you get back in that car and you get back into the commute, and you just, you build your career. And I had a great career. I loved it for many, many years. And what happened to me is that the juggling act of raising kids and having that career the balls were dropping. And I had started to feel the pressure of having both. And there was one summer day when I was in my office, and I got a text from the nanny saying, hope you're having a good start to your day. We're having the best morning, shot some hoops. We're about to go in the pool now. And there was a cute little picture of this little 18-year-old with 2 sweet boys in the background, and those were my 2 boys. And I just thought to myself, Kim, what is wrong with this picture that you're in an office not really loving what you're doing? And yeah, it was a great paycheck, but where my heart wanted to be was with those boys in that pool, right? Not somebody else doing that. And I just sort of, I went white knuckled home, drove home that night, and I just thought, please put something in my path. There has got to be something else out there. And I went home to my husband. I said, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Want to get home. And so when I sat in that wellness presentation and heard what you just heard Lisa beautifully describe, I started to think about possibilities. I started to think, well, maybe, just maybe, this is making sense to me. It's going to make sense to other people. And this is what I learned that day that I learned about the product. I learned that there was this amazing business model called network marketing. It has what our company has done is a little unique to some of the other opportunities out there. And when I was promoting this and sharing this with people in my community, I'm really hoping that whether this is an opportunity for you or not, I'm hoping that it sparks you to open up your mind and open up your heart to dream again, and to really know that there's a lot out there for you, and there's a lot of possibilities out there for you. So this happens to be our business model. What a franchise means is that it's a tried and proven system. I'm a visual person, so I just think of the plug. You put the plug into the wall and you're on. You're good to go. Company does everything for us in terms of the marketing and the IT and collateral, and building this amazing line of condensed products that just simply make sense. And then we have the power of the network. I love this part because, if I find something I like, I'm the type of person that I naturally share it with anyway. You go to a good restaurant, you read a good book. We're about to start a book club, and we've been putting it out to our communities, and everyone's like, you read the book, you liked it, I want to read it too, right? So that's the power of being passionate about, what you stand behind. I'm very passionate about helping people with their health. I'm very passionate about giving women options and creating possibilities. I'm very passionate about helping kids get more fruits and vegetables into their diets. It's very easy for me to build out that network of people. Can do it from home. We can leverage our tax savings, and in our business model too, everything is permanent. Now, the other thing that I heard when I learned about this opportunity that was very important to me is that I didn't have to carry any inventory. I had no quotas and no monthly minimums, right? And that's the direct sales e-commerce side. That is huge in giving you the opportunity to take this at the pace and speed that you want to go at. I was talking to a teammate of mine today, and she's in the hospitality industry. And I know there's been a lot of industries hit with this global crisis, and a lot of people are out of work, and a lot of people are, just trying to figure out what can I do, what's next, and in a little bit of, a tough situation. And she has been building this business alongside working a full-time job. She's got three children. She has eight grandchildren. I think she had her first great grandchild. I'll have to confirm that, but she is a busy lady, and she's doing this alongside. And I called her just, friend to friend. I said, how are you doing? I know that, your current situation is really stressful with you. You're not working anymore. You're not getting your core paycheck. And she goes, Kim, I feel so secure. I feel so stable because I've built this side business. I have income coming in where my coworkers don't. And that is really the power between leveraging a business like this. Now, the other thing that makes this very unique when you reach the top position that Lisa, Tracy, myself, and many others that are on the line tonight are at, it's called National Marketing Director. And we're one of the only companies, I say one of the only, we used to be the only, so I'm going to say we're one of the only, because I don't know if anyone's caught up to us yet, but that offer traditional corporate benefits to this top position. So that really alleviates the pressure for people that have maybe this is a second business that they're starting, or even a third, right? But they're entrepreneurs. And I think that one of the things that keeps a lot of people in traditional corporate America is those benefits. So Trace, if you want to go to the final slide. So yeah, in terms of like women and wellness, again, what I just want to sort of leave you all with is that for me, when I said yes, it was really about wanting to get home with my kids, but I still wanted that thriving career. I still wanted, for me, I was scratching my head saying, I've been working in high tech for 15 years, and yeah, it's been okay, and it's, I'm good at it, but I want to really leave my mark in this world. And I want to be part of a group of passionate people looking to make a difference. And, whether you might be looking for community and connection, or, maybe you're looking to have something of your own, maybe you are looking for that financial piece. There's just, it's just so hard to describe when you're not in it. It's just such an amazing opportunity to be able to tap into all of that. Right now, I'll give you a little day in the life of, is that we started our day in our wellness community offering out free Pilates to people. We were doing, conversations with people throughout the day about, sharing this amazing solution about why we need fruits and vegetables. Prior to this, I always forget to share my business, my product stories. Let me just wrap this up really quickly in my portion of this. 12 years ago, we had something called the swine flu come through. It was very serious. It wasn't as global in nature that this was, but my boys were considered immune compromised at the time. They both had very severe asthma. At the time, my boys were 4 and 6. This is about 12 years ago. And I always got them, I had to get them the flu shot because, again, they were considered high risk. So that's just what I was told. And so I went through all the protocols and got them that shot. And then the swine flu comes in. And I remember getting the phone call from school. Jake's got a fever. You need to pick him up. And he can't return to school until he gets tested. Went and got him tested, and he was tested positive for the swine flu. So back in that period, everybody wasn't home. It was just, if you got infected, you were quarantined for 14 days. And I'm a little ashamed to say this, but this is just where I was back then, working as a corporate mom and trying to juggle it all. I was like, oh my gosh, how are we going to juggle 14 days off? Who's going to watch Jake? I wasn't worried about, oh my God, my kid's sick and he's immune compromised. I mean, of course I probably was at the time, but I know for me, it was more that fear of how are we going to manage and juggle all of this? And for me now, where I am, I've been able to choose mom first and career close second, and I haven't had to really compromise that. So I've been able to be the type of mom that I want to be in, having a thriving career. And if that resonates with you, just know that you have choices. So Trace, I'll hand it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kim. This is so great. Okay, great. So I'll just tell you a little bit more about my story, and then we're going to wrap this up. So as I said earlier, I was an executive in public relations and brand marketing. I worked for an agency. I loved the work that I did. And I just want to say this, that I really, if someone had told me before I had children that I would stay at home with them, I would have told them they were crazy, because I really loved my work. And then I had kids and everything shifted for me. And I tried to make it all work for years. And I tried all these different iterations of my job, and it just didn't. And I couldn't be the kind of mom I wanted to be, and the kind of executive I wanted to be at the same time in that career. And so I stayed home with my kids, but there was always something in me that really felt like there was something that I needed to do in the world And so I found my way back into personal training and wellness coaching, which is stuff I care deeply about. And that stuff was great because it allowed me to work around my kids' schedules and be there when I wanted to be there. But then that hours for dollars model, so I'll just touch upon this, that hours for dollars model, which so many people are feeling the hurt on this right now, really limited my impact and my income. And so I didn't really know what else was out there for me. And luckily somebody shared these products with me, and they made sense to me as an athlete, as a human, as a mom. And I knew that I needed them in my life, and I knew my family needed it in their lives. And so I was immediately a yes for the product, and then knew I would share it with other people. And that's really how this journey started for me. I just knew I would share it with other people. And I had no idea the kind of impact that this would make in my life, but I knew that this was an opening for me to make a real difference in the world. And so I guess what we'll leave you with is there's so many different ways to build a wellness business, and it may come just from wanting to be a part of a community of people that are like-minded. And it may be that you want to replace your day job, that like Kim was saying, or look for something different. There's an opportunity for everybody here. And so whatever you want to do with this, whatever you imagine this to be, it can be that for you. So my final thoughts are, just get with the person that invited you to listen to this call and see what opportunities are available. The one thing that we talk about with this opportunity, which is really unique, is it's super affordable. It's literally $1 a week to become a partner with this company, and the opportunities are endless. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Lisa and Kim, for doing this with me. And I hope you all have a great night.
Thank you, everybody, so much. And everyone stay well and healthy. And please reach out to the person who invited you if you want to have a deeper conversation about what you learned tonight. Thank you all so much.